communications major. Attended Linden High. I guess that's a real big metropolis. Linden, Alabama. We'll see. Here comes Lockett in motion. Lovelock gets it to Lockett. Lockett breaks the tackle and is forced out of bounds and pushed out of bounds. And the coaches want a flag there. Marcus owns the linebacker. That's one of those calls now. Come on, guys.
Well, it's a little bang-bang. Anytime you see your running back pushed all the way to the track there, you kind of question whether or not he was hit late.
He pushed him. He didn't hit him. He just pushed him a little bit. Good job of acting.
Hey.
What do you think?
You selling, I'm buying.
Trips right now for the Panthers with 1:20 left to play here in the first half. Petrie, Dunlap, and LaSalle up top. Lovelock drops back, has a lot of time, has a lot of room. Lovelock's going to run it. Picks up to the left side, gets to the 10-yard line. First down, Panthers. Lovelock with a great job of scrambling. You know, we've been a little hard on Lovelock and his scrambling ability, but that time, man, he had the defense spread so wide, all he had to do was run it. Lovelock drops back the pass, throws it left side, incomplete. Givens.
Well, that's the same thing that happened just a second ago. You got two receivers that basically run the same route or in the same vicinity. They don't know who the ball was for. Was that for me? Was that for him?
Yeah, they don't have the proper spacing there. You can run the same pattern, a stop route, and what you do is you bait them in for the stop and go. 2 5-yard stops. You got two, choices to throw it, and then the second time you got to stop and go, and somebody's gonna get beat. Lovelock in the pocket, drops back the pass, throws for the end zone, incomplete. Petrie, the intended receiver. Yeah, Jonte Hebert saying, "Hey, wait a minute. You got the one-on-one situation, but it's to the short side of the field." So that gives the safety who's playing basically on the hash time to get there and give that defensive back some help.
Well, everyone has to be on the same page here on this play. We've got to make sure we take advantage of this great field position here at the 10-yard line.
Lovelock throws right, and they try to go with the Michael Irvin play, or pardon me, the Dez Bryant play. You know, the drive, throw to the backside and catch.
Well, that's the back shoulder fade, but you've got to really be in sync when you throw that pass.
Well, that's going to bring Barrick out to attempt the field goal, a 20-yarder. Well, actually, a 25-yarder. Chris Barrick to attempt a 25-yard field goal. The snap is back. The kick is up. And it's good. 39 seconds left to play. The Panthers on top of the Hornets, 20-7. Well, now.
The benefit here, Charles, and before you get going, the benefit here is just simply you had an opportunity where your defense has made a stop. And I always said you have got to take advantage of your offensive possessions and get points. Now, you're not going to always get 7 points. There's some guys on the other side that are, they're playing this game too. So you're not going to always get 7 points. But you've got Barrick out there, and we always talk about it. I like Barrick. Anytime you've got it around that 30-yard line, 40 yards and in, it's automatic.
Well, I was trying to quickly grab Barrick's numbers for the year in field goals made and field goals attempted. Barrick has been pretty consistent for the Panthers. And we'll get to that here in just a couple of seconds as Barrick gets ready to kick it off to the Hornets back deep. Is going to be Joshua Davis for the Hornets. Davis gets it at the 3 to the 15, scampers to the 20, breaks stride across the 30, and brought down by the Panthers.
One thing we're going to have to be on the lookout for is a big play here. Alabama State has some very good wide receivers on the outside, and they've got a quarterback that can get it to them deep. So we don't want to, waste any time here with trickery on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, guys, let's get out of here. 30 seconds on the clock with this 20-7 lead.
Yeah, quickly back to Barrick's number 6 of 7 field goals. Trips right, Alabama State with maybe 2 opportunities. Quick pass over to Hannah, and he'll be stopped, but not after getting the first down. Or check that's Earl Lucas with the catch. And the Hornets now have 24 seconds. Lucas with a good catch for the Hornets from Prattville, Alabama.
Well, quickly, bet you didn't know. We're going to give you a couple of these, ladies and gentlemen, in the first half here and a couple in the second half. But bet you didn't know that Prairie View A&M University is the second oldest public institution of higher education in Texas, second only to Texas A&M University. One more of those bet you didn't knows. Prairie View A&M University has produced more African-American 3-star generals than any other higher education institution in the country. It's a couple of bet you didn't knows for you fans.
Well, did I say a bad word or something, or did Ron Leverett say he's going to the Jeezy concert? I don't know. Right side, quick pass, over the middle. It's caught. Some great moves.
Jeezy's in town today?
Yeah, young Jeezy. Nehemiah Henry, the leading receiver for the
sneaking the baby dome.
Yeah, he's sneaking the baby dome.
Had to go through the swimming pool like we used to.
No, you can't do that anymore because the new construction is going to stop all of that malarkey. None of that's going to happen. No more getting your homie to open up one of the doors when the security guard has to go and put out a fire or something.
Yeah, that's some of those PV factuals we've been giving out all week.
Oh, man, we could tell you some stories about homecoming in the Baby Dome and even Blackshear Stadium, folks. I tell you, I remember one year we played Jackson State out here. It rained so hard till the officials was like, man, well, y'all heard him get this game over with. Y'all come on. They stopped throwing penalties. They stopped the clock. It rained so hard. Ron Leverett had to go over to the Baby Dome and try to film it. Ron used to be not the film specialist, the audio, technical, visual guy, whatever they called it back then. You had film, actually. Duhart throws it across the middle, throws it behind the intended receiver, Earl Lucas, and it only takes a couple of ticks off the clock. 2nd and 13 for the Hornets. 2nd and 13.
Well, you can see the intent to push the ball up the field, so those defensive backs for Prairie View are going to have to make sure they stay on their heels.
Trips right, down at the bottom. Duhart throws right side, and getting out of bounds quickly, doing a good job, is DeMario Bell. And now the Hornets in field goal range.
Well, you've got to make a decision here, because if Prairie View can hold this guy up, we may be able to get this 7 seconds off the clock before they're able to get their field goal team in.
Yeah, 7 seconds left to play. All right, come on, Panther fans. Defense. And the Hornets are going to have to take a timeout. Hey, folks, for over 5 decades, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has been protecting our members' moments, the big, the small, and the everyday. Our 800-plus agents and over 300 claim personnel provide you with prompt, efficient service for more than 450,000 member families all across Texas by providing auto, home, farm, ranch, life, health, and other products. For more information, please visit your local Texas Farm Bureau Insurance agent or log on at txfb-ins.com. Now, who's going to remember all of that? You know what I mean?
Somebody's sitting out there with their iPads, Charles, getting online. Looks like the rain has started coming in again. I tried to make that a hard read for you.
Defense throws the back spade route, and it's incomplete. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the second. Quarter, the Panthers go in at halftime with the lead, 20. College.
Well, another opportunity for special teams to step up here.
Well, Preston Clark will get an opportunity. Clark for a 35-yard field goal. Look at the kid in the end zone. Clark's kick is back. It's up, and it's good. Wow. What a call by the official that time. You give him a chance. Now, 20-10 the score. Gee whiz. That's going to do it for the first half of play. The score, Prairie View 20, Alabama State 10. Back deep for the Panthers. Going to be Lockett and Hebert. Shepard's kick is deep. They give it to Lockett. Lockett on the right side. And Lockett, man, runs into a hive of hornets there. And they're fired up. Now, see, now momentum has changed. And now Alabama State has got a lot of life after that score. So now the Panthers are really going to have to do a job on them on offense, because now the defense and the whole side of black and gold is fired up.
Well, that's what I talked about in the first half, where you are able to take care or take advantage of your offensive possessions to try to get 3 or 7 points on the board to get you a cushion, just in case ASU.
Oh, pass interference, Lovelock.
It's got to be a
collar
got
there
to be a flag
by
there.
Keith Hardaway, and coming across, snatching him down. That time was Darius Washington, the linebacker. That's what happens when you put a quick receiver / tight end on a linebacker. He's going to jump in front of you every time.
You didn't need your glasses for that one, did you?
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
You got jokes, huh?
Well, it was just so blatant. I mean.
Oh, we tackled him.
It's what they had to do to you when you were coming across the middle there on those digs and drags.
Those drags when I used to get popped.
Is that why you've got the headaches now?
What? Say what? That's why you say. That's why my knee pops out now. Lovelock in the shotgun, drops back, stands at about the 5, throws it across the middle. Who are you throwing to? Gibbons. It was like, hey, it wasn't me.
Well, Gibbons was running a post. I don't know if Lovelock thought he was going to run a post corner there. That's definitely where he unleashed the pass.
Well, that brings up a second down now for the Panthers. It's caught across the middle, and flags on the play. And some fisticuffs going on here as the Panthers or the Hornets actually try to separate the Panthers. 27-24, 5:53 left to play here in the third.
Well, it's Thurman on the reception there. Thurman has a unique ability to be able to run his routes and then sit down when he sees those zone openings and give his quarterback a great target to throw the ball.
Trips right. Far side for the Panthers. Here comes Dunlap in motion. They give it to Abear. Nope, it's a fake. Pitches it out to Dunlap. And oh, man, all over him that time was Darius Washington, the linebacker, and he's fired up. Yeah. Ron Leverett making some comments.
That's some coaching critiques.
That's readable.
Yeah.
That's a readable play. A loss of 2 yards on it. Lockett drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws across the middle. Wow, the intended receiver was Hardaway, this freshman from Houston, Texas, and
I don't know if the band with the train horn
that
kind of scared him.
Yeah, kind of.
It scared everybody around.
Everybody looked up, man, gee whiz.
We've got our award-winning women's basketball coach trolling the track for new talent.
Well, I'm looking forward to an exciting season with Don Brown. Jacob Armstrong is chiming in. Lovelock throws it, gets it to Abear. Abear with the quickness. Abear to the 50. Man, what a smack in the back, boy. What a block. And somebody's hurt. And gee whiz, man, what a layout and great block that time by the Panthers. And man, getting up slow was Courtney Berry. And Berry just mauled.
Well, that's why they tell you all the time, keep your head on a swivel.
Man, Hardaway could play linebacker for us now.
Exactly.
After that one, wow. And they're going to walk him over slowly. That might be one to go. Man, what a hit. That's almost worth going back and looking at the game today.
They're looking for more PA action from him.
You know?
Tell them we turned 5 back.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Jatzlau to kick it away. Jatzlau with a beautiful punt. Gives it to Khalid, and Khalid gives it up. And a couple of collides there for the Panthers. Here we go. Hey folks, Apple Hyundai in Vernon, Texas is your premier destination for unbeatable deals on new, used, or certified pre-owned Hyundai cars and SUVs. Your Vernon Hyundai dealer is proud to be a full-service auto dealer with sales consultants that are certified to provide expert knowledge with down-home charge. For more information, contact Apple Hyundai at www.applehyundai.com.
Fans want to let you know about the 2014 Clifton Gilead Cross Country Invitational that kicks off here Thursday evening at 5 p.m. Want to come out and support your award-winning track team, as well as next Friday, the Prairie View A&M soccer team returns versus SWAC newcomer Howard University here at the soccer field on the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University, 7 p.m. Get out and support Panther Athletics.
Left side with a nice scamper.
Yeah, we'll have to research that.
Newcomer, swag newcomer,
Howard University. Must mean a newcomer as an opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. The way that's written, it seems like they're coming to the conference. Duhart now with a trips right. Gives it to Cyrus, the left side, and he'll pick up 2.
Jackson looks like he's testing that ankle. See if he can get back out on the field for the Panthers defense.
Duhart in the shotgun's going to throw the fade right across the middle. Oh, man. Wide open. Right in the seam there was Brandon Barnes, the tight end.
Well, they've hit that play before, Charles. We talked about that earlier. They hit that tight end. He looked like he heard some some pitter patter of some cleats.
Some Isley brothers
coming his
footsteps
way.
In the dark.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
And he just didn't secure the pass before he tried to look upfield.
Hey, this is an important stop for the Panthers here with 3:45 left to play in the third. Duhart on the prowl is going to have to run it. Duhart and the Panthers, wow, just didn't get there. Metcalf coming across to chase him out of bounds, but that's going to be a first down, and that's going to keep it alive. The Panthers had an opportunity to stop him right there and change the momentum of this game.
Well, Panthers in a man-to-man defense, whenever you're in that man-to-man, you're turning and you're running with your man. So Duhart basically just bailed out the back door with that wide-open lane.
Double slot left for the Panthers. Duhart with Thomas in the backfield. They'll get the call. Gets around the right side and nowhere to go. The Panthers all over. Trips left. Duhart getting the call from the sideline. Lucas in motion. Duhart drops back, gives it right back to him. Metcalf there to force him out of bounds. Gain of maybe 3 on that play.
Well, the defense looks like it's scrambling out there here in the second half to find its way here. The communication hadn't been lost, but they're going to have to get it together here and make some stops quickly to get this game under wraps.
Yeah, the Panthers showing blitz there. Howard talking about getting in there with Brunell. Khalid Thomas gets it on the left side. And a false start, by the Hornets of Alabama State.
Couldn't have those big fellas holding the water there. They've got that 5-yard false start penalty.
3rd and 10 now. Duhart drops back, gives it to Lucas. And a big stop for the Panthers here. 1:59 left to play here in the third quarter. Wow. Now that's the victory that we looked for here just a moment ago.
Well, it's another opportunity for your offense to get on the field, and looks like they should have pretty good field position. But you've got to get down here and get some points on the board. Only up by 3.
Dunlap's back deep for the Panthers. Good punt. Dunlap's going to fair catch it. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Hey folks, the show is ready to provide catering for your special needs, anniversaries, banquets, birthdays, graduations, holiday meals, receptions, or wedding. Contact Sodexo. In the Prairie View area, your number to call is 822-309-8211. And
got some friends on Facebook critiquing our work here, Charles.
Are we in trouble?
I don't know.
Right up in the middle.
That Miss Henry out there from Jackson, Mississippi.
Uh-oh.
That's Crowell back in Dallas.
Those Jacksonians. That's what they call them, Jacksonians. Like we're Panthers.
That's why we were glad to get that victory.
Jacksonians.
In Jackson
What is a Jacksonian?
last week. I don't know what a Jacksonian is.
A Panthonian? What would we be if we use the onion suffix? Here we go, right side, Trey Green in, gives it over to Jonte Hebert. Hebert with the call, right up the middle. And nowhere to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have found a set of keys with a Buick car key holder, please bring it to the press box. If you found a set of keys with a Buick car key holder, please bring them to the press box.
Please, we do not want
we don't want to
individuals.
Come back up here, not just teasing. Trips left, Trey Green's going to keep it, and wow, he ran into a wall. And man, stop made that time by big number 95, Justin Mitchell, the defensive tackle, and that's going to bring up a fourth down for the Panthers.
Yeah, fourth down, Panthers unable to find a way to keep the defense off the field for a sustained amount of time here. So they're going to have to put forth a pretty good effort to try to get this ball back.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes to play here in the final homecoming in Blacksher Stadium. Stick around. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football. Stadium. The Panthers with the ball now. 27-24 to score to start off the fourth quarter. Khalid Thomas is back deep. Beautiful punt by Travis Jatzlau, and he'll catch it right there on the 20. And 80 yards of real estate will be in front of the Hornets of Alabama State.
Fans, want to tell you about our campus radio station, KPVU 91.3 FM. They've introduced its new contemporary jazz format earlier this month. Such artists as Dave Koz, Boney James, Jonathan Butler, just to name a few. Check it out. 91.3, we play jazz. www.pvamu.edu/KPVU. We'll have some quick stats here for the third quarter. Jonte Hebert, 14 rushes for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Jerry Lovelock, 17-29, 211.
Wow, Cyrus, pardon me, I know you're going to update us with those stats, but finds a big hole around the left side and picks up the first down for the Panthers. Pardon me, for the Hornets.
Oh, Cyrus with a big day for that carry. 18 rushes for 110 yards. 5 receiving opportunities for 30 yards.
Cyrus goes left side, nowhere to go. Ran into a wall of Panthers on that side. That time making that big stop was Brock Newton, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, big fellas in the middle. Linebackers, Danny Brunell, Jerome Howard. 13 and 11 tackles.
Oh, it's an interception. And here goes the Panthers. Down to the 15, to the 10. First down, Panthers. Wow.
Well, it's just the stop we needed. The defense was able to make a play on that interception there. Now the offense has to convert here. We need 7 points on this drive.
Metcalf with a great job. Now we need a quick score here. A quick score right now. Hebert needs to go to the short side here on a handoff and just use that speed. They brought in the fullback, and Hebert goes in right side. They brought in the fullback to try to fool him. Big Walter Barrera, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, comes in, and Hebert picks up maybe 2.
Not too much of success this afternoon running through the middle of that ASU defensive line.
Trey Green in now for the Panthers. Here comes Hebert. They fake it to Hebert. Nope, Hebert gets it right side and is going to lose yardage. Man, it seems as though the splits weren't there. Hebert and Green ran into each other. And gee whiz, Green, who had come out and did a great job, Green was supposed to keep that ball and run it, but Hebert pulled it.
Well, it was a high snap, so it's difficult for either one of them to make sense on what to do on that one. Luckily, Hebert was able to bring it down.
Yeah, your timing is off. Now we're going to have to pass it here. Lovelock drops back to pass. Lovelock steps out in the pocket. Oh, he throws an interception. Right in the middle, coming on the right side. And it's off to the races. Lovelock is going to have to stop and make the hard tackle. And wow, sudden change here as the Panthers were threatening to score off of a big play. Lovelock comes and throws it right into the hands of the defender. Gee whiz.
Well, missed opportunity there. Lovelock trying to force pass inside to a receiver. Stepped into the pocket and just had too many people around his feet, unable to step into that pass, and got picked off.
Wow. Was it unsportsmanlike conduct? I couldn't hear. The band was playing.
Well, an additional 15 yards.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was. Well, this is where they've got to rally here. The defense has to do it again.
Well, see, my deal is now you have a momentum shift here, and the Panthers now have really got to step it up defensively because, hey, the Hornets are fired up. Up top with it now goes Jeremiah Hanna. They give it to Cyrus in the backfield, and Cyrus goes around the right side. Stop made that time by James Paul Bryant. Cyrus with the carry. James Paul Bryant on the stop for the Panthers.
Well, ASU continuing to mix up their runs. They will test that inside of the defensive line, but Cyrus able to sneak outside for a good gain.
Cyrus with the call again. Bounces it outside, trying to find somewhere to go. Good containment by the Panthers. A pickup of maybe 1. Jordan Holland on the stop for the Panthers. 3rd and 5. You know, we were talking about Jerome Howard and his stop. We said in the first half, Howard had 9 tackles. So you think he's reached his average of 12 by now?
He should be close.
Thomas, the lone setback. They give it to him right side. The Panthers all over it, and the Panthers with a big stop. Howard on the stop again. Howard on the stop for the Panthers. 4th down for the Hornets. Come on, Panther fans. Defense! Defense! There you go. Get the Panthers fired up here.
Well, they've been looking for some help from the PA.
They don't know what to do. They're going to have to call timeout here. Down to 5 seconds. Duhart. And here they come.
Oh, that's a flag.
Yeah. That's going to push them back. Too much time. I'm sorry. Delay of game.
Well, I think that may have been what they were looking for, to see if the Panthers were going to jump off sides. They've done that twice at least today and given them a penalty. But fortunately, they were able to sit down.
Well, they're going to have to kick it away now. And Dunlap is going to stand at about the 10-yard line. Nice punt. Dunlap's going to get away from it. It's going to take a bounce, and Dunlap's going to just field it right there at the 12-yard line, 88 yards to go for the Panthers.
Well, Dunlap learned a lesson earlier from the game. He allowed one to hit and bounce like that, and ASU was able to grab another 20 yards in field position because they got a great roll on that bounce. So this go around, Dunlap's like, hey, let me go ahead and get on this one. Let's start from the 10 or 12 instead of the 4 or 3-yard line.
10:37 left to play in this one. The Panthers still up 3, 27-24. Lockett bounces around to the left side, picks up 3. Pardon me, that's Ham on the carry with a gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your raffle tickets ready. In just a few moments, we'll announce the winners of the PVAMU Athletic Club annual national raffle.
Ham with nowhere to go right up the middle. His helmet comes off, flags. Is that going to be a face mask? Wow.
Number 58. Number 58 there from Alabama State. I believe that's Chris Terry. He saw the flag coming and just reached up and grabbed it and knocked it out of the air. Like, no, ref, you can't call that on us.
Yeah, that's a flagrant that time. Well, the Prairie View Athletic Club has been a staple in the Prairie View A&M athletic community. I don't even know how many years. I mean, it's been, at least 40 years. And I was trying to look at the ticket to see which annual raffle it was. Lockett with the catch on the right side, breaks a tackle, gets to the 20, 35-yard line, and dives for more.
First down, Panthers.
We got to get those, that crowd.
Well, got to keep the crowd into
Fired
it.
up.
You got to get your home field advantage going there, Charles.
9:45 and counting. Dunlap in motion. They give it right up the middle to Lockett. And Lockett goes tiptoeing in there. And some extracurricular activity going on down here at the bottom with Thurmond and Kareem Thomas, who's listed as a linebacker, but they've got him playing safety. Double slot. Dunlap gets the quick pattern outside. Dunlap gets across the 50. There are flags on the play.
Well, difference here in the offense, they seem to be in control of what they're doing. They're able to get these guys out on patterns, get them out in space, and they're able to get up the field.
Another face mask.
And now you see that fatigue setting in on the Alabama State players, and they're starting to make these mistakes with their penalties.
Yeah, that's fatigue. As you said, setting. I wanted to do the first down Panthers, but I decided not to since he had already said it. Trips right with the Panthers. They're on a roll now. Here comes Lovelock with redemption on his mind. He gives it to Lovelock. Lockett goes around the left side. Pushed out of bounds. And we're going to see if they move it. Yes. First down, Panthers. And the band needs to just kind of chill out while we're trying to get these first downs here. Trips right. Here we go. Oh, a fumble. Lockett fumbles the football, and the Hornets say they have it. Oh, my goodness. Did the Panthers get back on it? Yes, thank goodness. Ooh, we dodged the bullet there.
Well, it looked as if Lockett read the defense more than Lovelock did. Lovelock was about to hand it to Lockett, and Lockett's like, no, you need to keep this one. And the miscommunication caused a fumble.
Hebert cuts it back, gets to the left side, to the 10, to the 5, all the way down to the 1-yard line. First down, Panthers. That's what they want to hear out there. That makes it exciting.
Abear comes in with that exciting running style, able to mix up the defenders there. We've got a player down on the field on the far sideline from ASU. Can't read a number there.
And, yeah, you got, well, there's two. One's limping over there to the right side, and the Panthers now down on the 1-yard line.
Looks like that might be number 37 for Alabama State.
Yeah, that's going to be Trey Jenkins. He's a starter. Jenkins. Playing on that right side. He's the strong safety. Jenkins is a physical education major from Daphne, Alabama.
First and goal for the Panthers.
Lovelock's going to just push his way in. Lovelock gets in. Let's see. Nothing. And Avonda Lewis. And we're going to be inches away. 2nd and 1. Lovelock with the bunch play, and he's going to get in this time.
Touchdown, Panthers!
And the Panthers going to get in with it. That's what I like to hear. That's fight song.
Well, that's a great statement drive there. Great running by Lockett as well as Abear to get us down the field. Able to put some points on the board here because we needed it. Like you said, the way the momentum shifted from Prairie View to ASU.
That drive started at the 11-yard line. An 89-yard drive for the Panthers. Barrett's kick is up, and it's good. 7:19 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers up 34-24. Stick around. We'll take a break. Come back with more exciting Panther football.
Hey, didn't you say what's name was transferring?
The best decision I ever made was going to Prairie View A&M University. I'm majoring in architecture. How cool is that? I love my professors. They really care, and we get a lot of personal attention. With my degree plan, I will graduate with a master's degree in 5 years. My classes are so diverse. I have friends from all over the world. The architecture building is so inspiring. Its design has won all kinds of awards. It's hard work here, but we do have fun. My favorite thing is the sandcastle competition in Galveston. We win all. Life here at Prairie View is great. We're so close to Houston, and there's always something happening.
Welcome back, my brother, as the Prairie View A&M Marching Storms playing a little bit of Little Bootsy. And we're going to show the world. Just having some fun on homecoming as the Panthers lead this with 34-24. Martin Allison gets a kick out of that one. And Chris Barrett sends Davis all the way into the end zone. They'll have to have it at the 20. And let's see. Let's call this one. 7:19 left to play. The Hornets, if we hold them, they will probably get the last possession. With 7 minutes, I see 3 full possessions left in this one. And the Panthers need to hold here.
Well, we've been getting great push from our defensive line.
Great
Exactly.
stop out
Right on cue. We've been getting some great push and penetration from our defensive line. And our linebackers, Brunell and Howard, they've been going sideline to sideline, containing the run here in the second half.
Well, that's unofficially 13 tackles for Jerome Howard. Here we go, right side, quick pass over there. They give it to Lucas. Lucas with some running room. But some good defense by the Panthers.
Well, we've got Dietrich Johnson, our redshirt freshman 6'2" cornerback, able to shed a block there and keep contained on that outside pass, able to force that.
Well,
coaches try to tell you, hey, try to force that back until you help.
I'm trying to figure out why Heiss was so upset on that. That was a good play. 3rd and 8. Duarte drops back to pass. He's going to roll to the right, throws it across the middle, has a man wide open, and it's the tight end. He catches it, and that's enough for the first down. The Panthers had him on the ropes there. Nehemiah Henry with the big catch for the Hornets. Henry, man, I tell you.
Well, Nehemiah Henry, one of those athletic tight ends that they have over there. We talked about the other big fella that they have. He's able to sit down in that zone.
They give it to Lucas again, and Dietrich Johnson doing a great job of getting it again. And why is he fussing?
He's just hard on his freshman cornerback.
Stop for a loss, or is that the happy dance, like a room without a roof? 2nd and 14 for the Hornets.
2nd and 14 for the Hornets. Come on, Panther fans.
Duhart throws it down, and there's nowhere to go. I think yours truly's kind of firing up the fans here when need be.
That's
what do you
exactly
think,
what we needed.
What do you think there, Jordan Carl? Folks, our final broadcast of exciting Panther football will be October 23rd when the very strong, fighting, leading the Southwestern Athletic Conference Alcorn State Braves come to town. We'll have a full broadcast there. We can't wait. Trips right. Duhart drops back to pass. Oh, has a man right across the middle. It's caught. Oh, my goodness. And Johnson caught sleeping there on the left side, but there are flags on the play. Holding. All right. Man.
Well, got great penetration right there. Like I said, the guys have been getting penetration on those offensive linemen from Alabama State. And on that play, they knew they had something going up the sideline. The big fellas tried to give the quarterback extra time with the hold.
Yeah, okay, so now Metcalf and Metairie have got to play center field here. I'm going zone here now. I'm not running any one-on-one. But the thing about it is, when you got both of those receivers, you got to bring in an extra defensive back to handle that other receiver. He's a tight end instead of that linebacker, because you still got Khalid Thomas in the backfield. Here we go. Duhart drops back. Everybody's staying home. He's got to throw it away. He throws it up for grabs. Nowhere to go. 4th down for the Hornets.
Perfect defense. I was about to say exactly what you were saying as far as the extra defensive back, but you still have to get pressure from your front line.
Yeah.
I watch all those defenses, and they go to that prevent, and they only rush 3. Well, you sit back and you let your quarterback, you're sitting in the zone, you sit back and let your quarterback have 10 seconds to read the defense, and he finds that big tight end down the middle for the first down.
Hey, this is really, a win here will really be huge for Heisman Northern, and the Panthers have to call a timeout here. Hey, folks, here's the results of the Prairie View A&M National Raffle.
Let the man.
3rd place prize goes to Bunyan Johnson. 3rd prize goes to Bunyan Johnson with a 50-inch HD TV. 2nd prize goes to Aaliyah Fontenot with $750 worth of gas. And 1st prize for this year's Prairie View Athletic Club annual national raffle goes to Betty Winfield, a $1,000 gift card. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for participating.
Hey, I think the crowd.
Oh, you said that's 10,000? I'm sorry. There's a fake punt here. The Panthers are not having it, and that's going to give them great field position right here on the 40. Now, I said it just a few minutes ago. This is a 3-possession game. If the Panthers run, Larry said, yeah, 40. You see it. You've been watching this too long. 4:40 left to play. And the Panthers now can eat some clock up. Once again, third prize winner goes to Bunny Johnson of 15-inch HDTV. Second prize goes to Willie Farmer, $750. The first prize, a $1,000 gift card, goes to Bailey Winfield. You can pick your prizes up at the Prairie View Athletic Club tent. Okay, here we go. They handed the Lockett, or Lockett's got a hold of the ball. And right now, I'm eating up all the clock.
Yeah, I was listening there, Charles. I wanted you to get that back out. I heard more of a roar for the $750 worth of gas and the $1,000 gift card.
I'm trying to tell you, because you're not going to spend.
They're like, wait a minute. That gas sounds a little better than that gift card.
You're not going to spend a lot of that $1,000 on gas, I guarantee you that. Now, clock management here. Is Lovelock watching the clock? I let it go down to the very last second, and that's what they're doing. They're just sitting there waiting, letting the clock go down. And here with 3:57 left to play, you're going to leave them with about 1 minute to do something. And this is good coaching right here.
Well, the second down, you don't want to just waste this possession. You want to try to get the first down. You can kill the game here with a couple of first downs.
Abear runs right up
and
the
see,
middle.
This is I really don't like
running straight up the middle.
Situation. Well, I really don't like a situation right here where you really waste an opportunity, waste a possession.
Get to third down.
Yeah, it's third down now. You really want to get this first down. Had you gotten the first down with maybe 3 minutes on the clock, you only leaving. Plus, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal. We've got Chris Barrett inside that 30. He's deadly.
Yeah. Well, looking at the timeout situation, the Panthers have 2 timeouts left, and Alabama State has 3. So you really get down to some clock management situation here now with the first downs and second downs. Now here comes Abear, who's good. Oh my goodness.
See, this is exactly what I mean. This was a wasted possession, just trying to milk the clock here. I mean, and exactly like you said, you've got 3 timeouts from Alabama State. So the good thing is we're up 10. That's 2 possessions. So the defense has been playing well. We've been getting great penetration from our defensive line. They're going to have to keep it up. Defense is going to have to come through for us and pull this out.
2:45 left to play at the final homecoming in Blacksher Stadium. For those of you who did not go to Prairie View, you're probably tired of hearing us say that, okay, you've said that this is the final homecoming. We know, but it is just so significant to us, not only as, you Jonathan, as an fellow alumnus, but, I played out there, and it's a long time coming for a new stadium, but it's still a little melancholy when you got to figure out this is the very last homecoming here for real.
Well, you've got individuals that, for all their lives, Blacksher Stadium and Blacksher Field is all they've known. We've been around here in the neighborhood for over 20 years. So, and I don't want to date ourselves. I just hate I said that. But, we've seen individuals that, have come through Prairie View and had children, and now their children are at Prairie View. Flag on the play.
Thomas.
Running into the kicker.
Well, Thomas is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5, and that's going to keep,
running into the kicker.
Our drive alive. Here we go.
He may want to decline this and have them on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I would, and keep them at the very, very smart.
Yeah.
Running into the kicker against the defense, penalties decline, first down.
Yeah, very good. Very good call, Coach. Very good call.
Well, you want to decline it because it only would have given you, it would not have netted you the first down.
No, it's 14 yards. If it had been a 15-yard penalty, that would be different.
That comes back to you running the ball, pulling as my good friend Albert Moses said, pulling a Coach Beard when you run on first, run on second,
and
throw it on third. Well, you have no choice but to run it on third. Our good friend Coach Beard.
Now you get into a situation where they're going to throw the ball. So you've got to get pressure on your quarterback. You've got to get pressure. They bring in an extra defensive back now. Kenneth Jordan, another cornerback, is here on the right side. And they're going to play zone. See, they're dropping back, cover 2. He's going to run it. You got a man up, and he's pushed out of bounds at, maybe the 8-yard line. Akeem Barton staying at home doing a good job there, but he only picked up 2 yards on the play. So that's what you got to do. You got to keep him honest.
Well, the good thing about running that zone is, like I said, and I'll keep saying it over and over, we've been getting great penetration from that front 4. Whenever you don't have to send the blitz in, you can have all these guys back here and cover. Look at that penetration.
Duhart throws it right side. Oh, my goodness. It's almost, Akeem Barton almost takes it away.
You've got extra defenders in the backfield when you're able to get that pressure from your front 4. You don't have to send 5, 6, 7 guys to get pressure. So now they're all back here just ball hawking, saying throw me the ball so I can win homecoming for Prairie View A&M University.
Here we go. 2:16 left to play. Duhart drops back to pass, throws right side in the corner, and he has to throw it away. And this should really do it. They're going to go for it on 4th down. One more play, and the Panthers can take this one on in.
And Jerome Howard can smell it. He's looking at it. He's telling the guys, hey, no penalties here. Oh, it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt it, Charles.
Wow.
Well, they still have 2 timeouts left. The ball stops on the first down. So
Dunlap standing at the 40. They're going to get away from it. Good return. That time, very smart play by Jackson. Jackson on the return for the Panthers. Very, very smart heads-up play by Damon Jackson. Saw the ball about to take, and ASU bounces and says, nope, I'll take this and get closer to the first down. Now you're in Chris Barrett range here now. So even if you only get a couple of yards here, clock management, they're going to call timeouts. You know that after it starts. They're probably going to let them run one play. Lockett gets it. Or pardon me, that's Abear. I mean, I'm
well, you're running into the teeth of the defense. You do have the wide side of the field here that you could run some swing game. You could run something outside to see if he can get some extra yards for Chris Berry. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys got the best kicker in the National Football League, and he missed after 30 in a row the game-winning kick. So, even though I love Chris Berry, I still would I don't think he'll turn down any additional yards that'll make it a shorter attempt for him.
Well, you got a minute 52 left to play. I want to get to those ends because when you have speedy receivers like Abear and running backs rather like Abear and speedy receivers like Gabe Dunlap, Nick Petrie, going around those ends is how they pick up speed, and they're very good in the open field. So the Panthers trying to make sure that we don't commit any mental mistakes by fumbling, just taking it right up the middle of the defense, cover up the ball, let the clock run out.
Sometimes on those plays, you set those guys up to run into those big fellas, and they're just fair game to get teed off on right there in the middle of the line.
Trips right. Lockett to Abear. Nope, Lockett's going to keep it and go around the right side. Lockett stay to the outside, hold the ball, and it's going to bring up a third and perfect call. Now, that's a smart play by Lockett by not giving it to Abear and pulling it and going on around the right side. Saw some running room, gets around. I tell you, if he had Jonte Abear's speed, You know, we would have won every game that we played this year. But that's a good job by Lovelock. Now you're in a 3rd and 2 situation. You can still kick it on the 4th down and still be out of reach for the Hornets of Alabama State. The final homecoming being won here in Blackshear Stadium.
Well, actually looking at it, Charles, 1:44 left. You reverse field, get the first down. You can just run the clock. You can go in victory formation and, you know, do your salute to Prairie View, salute to Blackshear Stadium.
You gonna cry?
No, I don't think I had as much fun here at Blackshear as you did, but now if we were in the
Trips left.
Baby Dome, maybe.
Here we go. Abear with the call. Tries to bounce it around the right side. Steps up and doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. And gee whiz. The Panthers will now have a 4th down situation here. Hey, the Sheraton Suites Houston is a premier destination and an official partner of Prairie View A&M University. If a mini vacation or weekend getaway is in your near future, call now and inquire about our fantastic weekend and weekly rates just by mentioning Prairie View A&M Athletics. Please visit the Sheraton Suites Houston near the Galleria located at 2400 West Loop South Exit, Westheimer. For more information, the number is www.sheratonsweetshouston.com. Well, the Panthers are going to go for it. The Panthers are going for it. And the timeout called by the Panthers. They'll have one more timeout here. Houston Methodist Hospital ranked among the country's top hospitals in 11 specialties in U.S. News and World Report's 2014 Best Hospitals issue, and again was named the #1 hospital in Texas and the #1 in Houston. Prairie View A&M University is proud to announce its partnership with Houston Methodist Hospital, Willowbrook, Houston, located at 18220 State Highway 249, which is on the corner of FM 1960 and 249 West in Houston. Houston Methodist Hospital, another proud supporter of Prairie View A&M athletics. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 54 seconds left to play in the final homecoming in Blackshear Stadium. Lovelock, right up the middle to Jonta Abear.
Well, if we look at it,
first down, Panthers.
And they can go into victory formation here.
That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers, all they have to do is take a knee. And that's going to win it for Prairie View on the final homecoming. Kind of really melancholy. The final homecoming here. Some of these young men's final homecoming because they're seniors. You know, and it's just going to be a lot different here watching this stadium being built here, which is going to start off with a 20,000 seat capacity stadium. We're going to count this one down, ladies and gentlemen. Starting at 15, we're going to do it. All right, folks, let's count it down from 10. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The Panthers win it. I just had to get a little excitement in that one. Well, hey, this has been a truly amazing game. The Panthers showed great resolve defensively in the second half. And the final product is 2 in a row for the Panthers, 2 in a row for Heights Northern. And they've got to be on an emotional high. Stick around, folks. We'll get some stats, thank our sponsors, and wrap this one up. This is exciting